What is up, y'all? We are back with another video. What type of video? We have another Halloween TV series slash Halloween franchise video. Before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you all know previously I dropped a video talking about some rumors that I heard about the Halloween TV series. Once again, nothing is confirmed. It's just strictly speculation at this point. But in that video, I talked about why I think that definitely makes sense and it could be true. But once again, it's just a rumor. And I want to talk about it a little more. So to get into this, we heard basically that Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis likeness will be used in the TV series, but just earlier in the TV series, especially with Laurie Strode's character from my understanding, and they're going to kind of just branch off into the world of Haddonfield in 78 and everything. But to get into it, I talked about, okay, if we're going to just see Loomis and Laurie's likeness used, they met at the end of Halloween 78. They met at the end when, Laurie sliding down the wall. She's like, was it the boogeyman?
What's the boogeyman?
And Michael gets shot off the balcony. I said at that moment, it will be crazy if Michael gets up, from the moment he gets up off the, grass or whatever, and he goes into Haddonfield and the story kicks up. And, Loomis is out there and everything. Remember how we saw that flashback in Kills and, Hawkins and everything was after Michael. Similar to that, but just its own thing. Michael getting up after getting, shot 6 times and he's out in Haddonfield. There's a lot of ways he can go. He can go the route where he just kind of vanishes for a while and then we get involved in Haddonfield here and there and he pops back up once he wants to come back. Or it can just stay, strictly Michael Myers. We're following him POV. He goes to another family. Like I said, there's another script out there I heard about that with. But the reason I think it will work is because this is really a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? Because right after that moment when Loomis, takes Michael off the balcony by shooting him 6 times, that's when a new story starts right there. Literally, when he falls off that balcony, a new story begins with Halloween 1978. And then, even if you wanted to play around with some flashbacks, say like we're in the TV series, right? We're in like episode 6, for example, and we do a flashback back to Smith's Grove with Michael, and he's in Smith's Grove, and then Loomis comes up to him, maybe he's talking to him. Michael's not saying a word, just giving us some of that Loomis and Smith's Grove and Michael content in this TV series would be crazy. A lot of people speculated that this was going to have a lot of Loomis in it, and I think it should have a lot of Loomis in it, especially if we get Tom Jones Jr. on board. That would be amazing. But I think just seeing the obsession with the boogeyman and everything with Loomis, just seeing everything kind of domino effect to that final point leading up to Michael coming back home, I think that would be a great touch for this TV series. And with TV series, they do a lot of things where they dive in deeply with detail and depth and stuff like that. So I think it could definitely work, especially with a lot of side characters having their stories like Annie and Linda, just kind of seeing what's going on with them. A lot of more stalking with Michael, and especially with that. Now, you don't want to do a lot of scenes where things are getting explained and it takes away the mythology of Michael Myers. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you don't want to dive into, seeing him in scenes where it kind of just humanizes him. You want to kind of just have him here and there like it was in the movie. Now, pushing forward, I think it would be cool if, say if we're in Haddonfield or whatever, right, and we're just getting a lot of these stalking scenes similar to 78. Michael's coming up behind a tree, or how he bumped into Lil Lonnie after school when they were bullying Tommy Doyle. Stuff like that is cool. Now, I think this will be cool, but I'm kind of, 50-50 on it. When Michael gets his mask out of the store, maybe just show a shot of his arms and the coveralls, and he gets the mask off of the rack. I saw a crazy piece of art out there. I can't remember where I seen it, but someone did a crazy concept art where it was like Michael's mask hanging up in a store from 78, and it had like a lot of masks next to it, like Silver Shamrock, the Vacuum Clown mask, just kind of showing us it's a whole world of masks out there. Now, I don't know if they'll do something like that with the TV series, but it'll be cool just to see a lot of things that we always had question marks to. Nothing that messes with the mythology of Michael, just, little things that can be explained where how he, when he gets the mask, just showing us that. Basically, them just showing us little things, little filler scenes, you know what I'm saying, for fans and stuff like that. No, don't show Michael getting his, license and how he drives and put the car in drive, that type of shit. You don't want to show that. You damn sure going to have to stretch things out in this TV series, just because we got a lot with the franchise already. So they're going to have to stretch out a lot of things, change a lot of things, and bring something new to make a lot of us fans invested in this new Halloween TV series. But pushing a little forward with it, I would like to see them bring something new to 78. Like I said, that moment he falls off the balcony, from that point on, just make Haddonfield just seem like a whole world. You know, it was a lot of crazy stuff going on in Haddonfield here and there. Remember the cemetery scene with Dr. Loomis and everything? He's telling them about all the crazy stuff with the tombstone. You got, you know, Tommy Doyle, Lindsay. You can really do that. Or you can even do something fresh and clean where you have different characters and new characters kind of taking their places. I don't know how you guys would feel about that. And they have backstories and connections throughout Haddonfield. Some of them are high schoolers, some of them are parents, have everyday jobs. You know how it goes. And I think what I think will be cool. Now, I'm not saying, you know, have a whole Corey Cunningham, you know, in this story, but a character like Corey Cunningham, like starting from like that scene where he's at the one-stop shop, you know, with the milk, and he's dealing with the bullies, and cut right there. Like little scenes where some kid is dealing with bullies or something like that, and maybe he's thinking about like, man, like, you know, Michael Myers, you know, I know people not scared of him, you know, things like that, but don't make him be like Corey Cunningham. We had that in Ends, but I'm just saying, for example, little stories like that, little spin-off stories inside this TV series will definitely make it make sense. But I think they're going to definitely prioritize Dr. Loomis a lot. We might see a lot of him, you know, chasing after Michael, him just not having a successful chase with Michael and Michael get away. Well, Laurie, I don't think we're going to see a lot of Laurie Strode just because, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis and everything, for sure she's not returning, but maybe we just get some little scenes, like, because from what I'm thinking, what could possibly happen if he gets up off the grass and that starts the TV series, which will be insane. Because could you picture that, like this TV series just kind of starting up with the gunshots, like wow, 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 and then we see Michael get up and the music kicks up. TV series, like, I'm just thinking about so much, like with the intro. How is the intro going to be? I know you can't just use the 78 intro with the pumpkin, you know, the jack-o'-lantern, so you're gonna have to do something different and unique. So I was thinking about that, you know, the score. Just bring Chris Nelson back for that look, man. Is John Carpenter going to be involved with the score? I'm just thinking, you know, as a fan right now, I'm just trying to get us pumped up as Halloween fans and things like that, and speculate a little early. But to get into it a little more, like I said, with Michael just falling down off the balcony and stuff like that, I think from that moment, that would be perfect. Just him going into Haddonfield. And then you could possibly branch off into a little bit of Laurie. What happened with Laurie? You know, we saw it in Halloween 2 with her in the stretcher and Annie and everything. So maybe we get a little, you know, a branch off with Laurie a little bit, because that's the rumor out there. They're going to be using their likeness. But, okay, if it's going to kick up when they meet each other, it's not going to be too much left unless they do little flashback scenes, or, like, you know, showing us what happens immediately after Michael falls off that balcony. Sheriff Brackett, it's so much. And the fact that they already announced that it's going to be taking place in 78, I can't wait to see how this looks, like with the graininess, how, you know, 78 looked, how they're going to capture that essence of the neighborhood. And once again, like I told you in a previous video, I never have hope. I never had hope. I didn't even know we were going to have a TV series, but I never had hope that we were going to have something take place in 78, just because I'm like, they can't capture that feel. That was one in a lifetime, literally. But after seeing that Kills flashback, bro, I have so much faith in just, you know, them doing this, because you see movies now starting to have that imagery, like Ty West's Maxine, Black Phone. You know, they're definitely capturing those old school looks. And when you sit here and think about, you know, when it comes to Halloween, at first I was kind of like, man, I don't know about this, but now I'm feeling real confident about it, because Haddonfield, the way they're projecting this through the franchise, it's literally like a world, you know, like Lampkin Lane and everything. It's like a whole life outside of just Michael. Now, I'm not saying don't focus on Michael or nothing like that, but you can't always have Michael Myers on the screen at all times like you would in a movie, because a movie is usually like, you know, clocking in like an hour and 40, an hour and 30, but this is a TV series, so you can see Michael through these episodes, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to sprinkle out Michael strategically to make it feel like we're getting Michael still, but also getting invested in side characters, you know what I'm saying? And I think the perfect way for them to do that is kind of kick it off with Loomis in that balcony scene, and just have us get introduced into, you know, some new Lindas, some new Annies, and some new Lauries, and, you know, Bobs and things like that, and just make this world feel huge. I think that will definitely work. But if you really sit here and think about everything, if they do something new, that just gives, you know, Michael Myers nothing but better opportunity. Fans will have better memories. Things will just feel fresh. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not against the fact that they're kind of just redoing everything completely with 78. But if they're going to go that route, you're going to have to find strategic ways to switch things around, stretch things out, make things feel different, make things look different, so it won't feel so repetitive. You know what I'm saying? I liked how Haddonfield was in Halloween Ends. I really did like how it looked in Haddonfield when it came to Halloween Ends, just in the whole trilogy, like, you know, with Allison, Vicky, and Dave. I think them capturing that feel would immediately bring fans in with this TV series. And like I said, man, it's a lot of TV series coming out, bro. So Haddonfield having just the opportunity to make this world feel bigger and bringing Michael Myers to, like, you know, long form content and episodes with a TV series is insane. And I think this is the best thing, probably the best thing that happened to Halloween fans, like it or not. Like, yes, we get movies and things like that, but TV show, that is insane. That's different, bro. Episode by episode by episode is crazy. So yeah, man, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the other TV series, you know, like Camp Crystal Lake series. If that happens, Welcome to Derry, the Conjuring one was greenlit. It's going to be crazy, man. So comment down below, guys. Do you feel like that could work? You know, starting a TV series off from the moment Michael hits the ground off the balcony and him just getting up and proceeding to Haddonfield, and that starts a brand new story, a brand new slate of everything when it comes to Michael Myers and Haddonfield, or even him getting up and it kind of continues the same story but having new things attached to it. Comment down below what you guys think about everything. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want you guys to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter, and yeah, you are right there where it says subscribe, and next to it, click join to become a member of the channel. I want you all to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace. Until next time, y'all.